Towers of Doom, Bang Bush against Granite Gaming. We are in the losers bracket, everybody. Best of fives finally. We passed the best of 3 stage, and now we're sitting in best of 5 territory. And one of these two teams is going to be sent packing. So we had Granite Gaming earlier going up against Chili Mountain, and they surprised. They did absolutely well because, well, they won map number 1 and they had a bit of a shot of winning one of the remaining 2 maps, but it turned out that Chili Mountain is just a little bit too strong. So now we find Granite Gaming in the lower bracket, in the losers bracket, and they got to face off against the Bang Bush. Had a tough time earlier today against Team Oxygen or the Hardos. So, well, right now we got the ban on Lucius. We're starting things up. It's actually kind of interesting also to see Towers of Doom again as the starting map here. Hasn't happened yet in this tournament, but we had that for quite a long time in a lot of the qualifiers within Europe. And yeah, I honestly have no idea who's going to advance here. I mean, technically speaking, you look at the Bang Bush and they are the number 3 team in Europe. But Granite Gaming, with them now more consistently playing, they have really started to improve. And I highlighted this previously, and I want to also stress this again, that Granite Gaming is a team that to a big extent just plays for fun. These are guys that know each other in real life, they're good friends, and they just use an opportunity like this to play together, troll around a little bit, have a good time. And of course, if they are then successful enough to also make it to an offline event like right now here in Paris, even better. They're playing for 12,000 euros of prize money right now, so that's a lot of pizza money that's all of a sudden on the table, and they will put more effort in. But as we've seen in plenty of qualifiers and also in the round robin phase, they don't mind YOLOing a game out every now and then and just have some fun here. So they don't quite have the same training that a lot of the other top 4, top 3 teams do that regularly either scrim or participate in plenty of tournaments. But for Granite, you could really see that with them now participating in a lot more competitions online, they have started to get some of their training back, some of that routine that they had when they were playing in HGC, and a lot of the knowledge is still there too. Is that enough to take down the number 1, the number 2, drop Chili Mountain or Oxygen? Currently doesn't really seem so. But when we are talking about Bang Bush, that might be a bit of a different beast. Now the blue team had very different aspirations when they came into this. They were really hoping that they could maintain a position in the winner bracket and take Oxygen down. And at times you could argue they came close, but now they have to fear for the tournament life here. So I really think that this is going to be a close one. And it's very difficult for me also, after the 2 games that we saw, or after the match that we saw from each one of the teams, to figure out who is the favorite for me personally right now. But we got Dehaka, so with Towers of Doom and a big map, we have Swamgrotta locking Dehaka in. In the case that you weren't aware of it, I spoke about this in the winner bracket semifinal. The Dehaka player is Swamgrotta, plays with the account IIR here right now. And that's what I said. And I actually don't really know why. Somebody said that he forgot his email address or something, or for his main account. I have no idea. But yes, either way, we got Nano and Hanzo. So Nano's replacing Bishops for the team. I assume that for Bishops it was a bit rough traveling. Everything revolving around the Ukraine-Russia conflict obviously makes this quite difficult for the players. And therefore, we have Nano playing with them now in France. And yes, indeed, they are on stage in front of an audience. Unfortunately, to date, I don't have any footage from the venue that I can share with you guys. I talked to the organizers about it a bit earlier, and they are trying to set up some kind of stream for us so that we get some live footage from the venue. And I hope that we're going to get that at least for the matches on the 2nd day. But time will tell if that's going to happen. But all of them, they are all in Paris. They already tweeted out a couple of pictures on the 1st day. Most of the players went up, grabbed some food together, and just chill and relax a bit. It was kind of cool to also see Whoopi and the boys there, so that was nice. But yeah, Breeze and Muradin, Galnagulna and Rhaegar, the final 2 picks now for Granite Gaming. And we got Anduin and Garrosh. Alright, so I can quickly pull heroes back here. Hanzo with the arrow. I mean, they replaced Bishops, probably the most well-known Hanzo player in Europe, with another Hanzo player, so it just fits perfectly. He fills that role just so perfectly, it's ridiculous. So yeah, good for them that they have Nano now to help them out here. We got Poik playing Genji, Maka with Sylvanas, very solid picks. Can also push with Sylvanas for the bell tower control in the mid and late game. But now Skok as the final one. Let's go. What do we get for him? We got Tychus, the Renegade, with Odin. About damn time. Game number 1 in the best of 5 series here in the losers bracket of the Masters Clash 2022. Let's go, everybody. Granite Gaming against the Bangbush. Bangbush against Granite Gaming. We got Henning on Anduin. Lauber is playing Garrosh. We got Ayaya on Dehaka, aka Svamgrotta. Skok is playing Tychus, and Nano is playing Hanzo. On the right side of the map, Granite Gaming. They're rocking this with Galnugulna and Rhaegar. We got Wooby on Blaze. We got Mako on Sylvanas, Poik on Genji, and Breeze is playing Muradin. Okay, with that, the show can begin. Yeah, I'm hyped for this one. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is a really fun one. I think this should be really, really cool to see who's going to get ahead here. Poik, yeah. That kind of backfired a little bit. He might even die. Oh, that was so close. If there's another grenade of that drag connects, then he is just toast. Absolutely toast. So yeah, job well done. Little scare for Genji, but he made it out. Bit of early scouting here, and time to party this up and see which team takes the lead in the best of 5. It's actually a bit sad that in the earlier rounds we had best of 3s. I would have loved for this to be best of 5s too, but well, it is what it is. At least for the series that we have now in front of us. We are having the chance of getting a 5 mapper. I would be happy if we at least get 4 out of it. So, yeah. And of course we still have also the winner bracket today, where Chili Mountain is facing off against Oxygen. Another big one. And, yeah, Breeze at the bot lane. Checking things out here. Just saying hello. Trying to stall this a bit. Not even bothering too much. The 1 minute mark has passed. The pumpkin camps get attacked right away. So with that, we now have each team just focusing on their own camp. Nobody is going for an aggressive move and trying to invade the opponent to attempt and take the camp away from them. If that works, you're in a great spot. If it backfires, then you're likely going to lose your own as well. So most of the teams these days, unless they're YOLOing it out in a qualifier, are shying away from that option. It's a bit overly aggressive, and if it backfires, then you have a real problem at your hand for the rest of the game. And talking about problems, it seems like the red team has a few of those too. Muradin nearly died. Sylvanas did indeed get murdered. So that's the first kill of the game. The bigger they are on the level 4 talent now for Tychus. Yeah, quick rotation here. Also, oh, they hit. Yeah, slowing them down on the rotation towards the top in an attempt to make sure that they're not getting all of the experience here. Yeah, if you can try and push the one of the side lanes out and then just slow down the rotation, there's always a good shot that you're going to get a little bit ahead on all of this and just manage to take a slight lead in experience by denying some to your opponent. You rinse and repeat as often as you can, and then eventually it might be an experience lead that snowballs into a talent advantage, which is of course what you're pretty much trying to do in the first place. So with the first altar phase coming up, we have 3 altars coming into play. Yeah, a little bit of a brawl down here already, and Make is for a second in trouble with his Sylvanas and has to move away from Lauber before he gets dropped again. But we have now Blaze and Dehaka at the top gonna make their move for the altar. And at the same time, down here as you can see, it's still the 3rd altar that is as usual the most contested. But there's the drop and Muradin is dead. Nice. Alright, job well done. So they get the kill here. And that is an advantage right away off the bat for the blue team. So they get 2 out of the 3 altars pretty easily. Yep, we got another few more shots fired. 2 kills to 0. Level 7 is soon coming in too for both of them. So then we're heading towards level 10. And once the mid game is reached, then of course things are usually changing quite rapidly. There's so many more combos that he can execute with Hanzo's arrow, with Tychus and his Odin. That's where the fights really spice up. But talking about spicy fights, Stormbolt connects and they're trying to go for Anduin. Nice save from Lauber. That was actually well done. It was a bit of a triangle move over there, wasn't it? So first Lauber saves Henning, Anduin gets thrown away, and then he also has the distance to save Tychus and pull him out of the fight. Neat little interaction between all of them. That wouldn't have been possible without Garrosh making the first move there. But the camps get claimed again. No, only 2 kills so far. Okay, so they take this one. I guess from a timing perspective, it would have technically been possible for the red team to try and invade or poke this out and see if they can maybe engage. But also, they have the issue that they're up against Dehaka, which means if they engage into a 4 versus 4 and Dehaka moves in, then they're outnumbered very quickly. And it's going to take Blaze some time to rotate over and help out. Another quick drag. Jump out is already happening. Careful. There's the kill. Rhaegar is dead. Great start for Bangbush. Yep, 3 kills to 0. And as the time increases in the game, so do the death timers. And therefore, the momentum that can be built up with every kill that's gotten here by the team. And they are going to get some good damage in because of the triple pumpkins here. Or not. Marke is like, nope. Yeah, good job by Sylvanas. Marke shutting that one down just before the pumpkins can connect. So a bit of a sad moment there for the Bangbush. Easily killed. Double altar phase, level 10, close for both. Could drop at the same time. So let's see what they can do. And okay. So, Marke is already a bit low here. Yeah, gets pushed back. There's the stun. Nice engage from Lauba. They're trying to pin him into a corner. Gulnar gets flipped and killed. There's the drag and there's the double. Yeah, easy peasy. That was honestly a beautiful engage from them. They just came in from the side. They flanked it very, very well. And I mean, take another look at this. They're flanking in, they're getting the initial stun. Dehaka comes in from the top, connects the drag, they kill Rhaegar first, and then they follow it up with a kill on Muradin. So easy hits done right there. And that was solid. Real solid. And it's getting a bit scary for Granite Gaming. It's not so much the fact that they just lost the fight and are falling behind in points on the core. I'm a little bit more worried about the fact that they haven't gotten a single kill yet. I mean, damn. Now, level 10 has just now started, so they could now try to just simply play around the level 10 abilities with that. But it's getting a bit dicey. Lauba and Breeze. Lauba's spray game, not on point. Absolutely not. Pleb spray, really? Nexus spray, that's all you got? That's all you got, Lauba. Nothing else. You're riding the crap here, but you don't have anything else. No proper spray, no nothing. Like, I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed, you know? I expected a little bit more here. I mean, Mr. Lulba himself. The man with the memes. And he runs a pleb spray? I can't condone this. Alright. No endorsement for me. But either way, there's the arrow. Big hits. Nice. There. Lock up with Anduin's ult going for the light bomb. 1 down, 2 down. And Rhaegar dies. So they still try to turn it. But finally we get some movements from Granite Gaming. As they're starting to get some hits in. Yeah, maybe even another one. They are trying to go for Garrosh as another stun. Okay, Skullcracker doing work. And goodbye Garrosh. That is the power of finally having level 10 abilities to your name. And they could open the wall up. Now they have a double ult at the top. So yeah, all of a sudden we got Granite Gaming back to business. Decimator on level 10 for Garrosh, by the way. Still also double checking what's happening here on the left side. Always coming through with another quick oil spill. Or just hoping that you could get both of the altars. Chances of that happening are pretty much slim to none. Rhaegar's channeling. And the rest of the team wants to kill at the bot lane. Breeze with a Stormbolt! And that might be a kill? No, but they force him back enough that they can now take the bell tower. Rhaegar's trying to slow this down a little bit, gets caught, and, well, he slowed it down. He successfully slowed it down, so now the team can take the bell tower. It was all calculated, guys. It was all calculated. Good Stormbolt. And the arrow for Muradin. Avatar! Nope. Fully hit with the isolation and pretty much every single ult that they could muster at this point. So they get the kill against Muradin. And that leads the Bangbush to a situation where they can take the bell tower at the bottom of the map. Which creates a very funny situation on the mini-map. So the teams both now lost their own bell tower, but they still control the other team's bell tower. Now, that's of course going to be very quickly resolved, but it's still kind of fun. Yeah. It's actually kind of funny. And as I say that, It seems like the blue team is able to hold on to this for a bit longer than expected, and unless we're seeing Granite Gaming now committing to it, there's actually a serious chance that they are just going to get all of them. So, yeah, okay, both of them just go for their own. Fair enough. This is what I expected in the first place, especially with Sylvanas, that you would just see a move from each team to make sure that they're getting their own tower there, but yes. 4-4 on the bell tower control, 12 points ahead for the Bang Bush. And now we got a single altar popping up at the bottom of the map. And camps, of course, that can be taken. So yeah, they're already pinging on the map as they see that Garrosh is moving in. But they took their own camp, they still let this one slide. And I guess they've just pushed out the bot lane wave and try to get a proper position for this. But, yep, let's see. At this point, the Haka isn't here yet. Could always come into one of the bushes. Yeah, and probably does soon. Already getting pinged here a little bit. Channel is happening. In comes Garrosh. They want to kill. Light bomb, but that didn't really work out. The arrow, on the other hand, was absolutely on point. Good ancestral. In comes the Haka. Goes for the doggy. Connects the tongue and gets the drag. They're trying to get the kill here. Lauba in the backline. The rest of the team pushing out, but Odin is just firing away and shelling the shit out of them from his distance. They get the kill on Blaze, and Garrosh has died too. Kill for a kill now. As we got the blue team aiming for the altar. But both teams have, of course, their bell tower and can quickly go to the fountain. Oh, Breeze eats the entire arrow barrage from Hanzo. That one hurt for sure. So, yeah, fight isn't over yet. No channel at this point, but the kill on Genji. And Galnegulnar dies again. I mean, for some reason, the Bang Bush really hates dogs. I didn't know that, but it seems like there's cat people on the blue team everywhere. So, yeah, lot of crazy cat people here. 5 deaths on Rhaegar. 5. So half of the kills on Rhaegar. Poof. Another good one here on Sylvanas. Well done. The Haka, they are just crushing. Kudos to the Bang Bush. Whatever I expected for map number 1, it definitely wasn't this. These boys came out swinging. 12 kills to 4. Level 16 on both sides now. But a lot of aggression, and Lauber is enjoying his frontline play with Garrosh quite a bit, as you can see. So we got with level 16 talents, the Will of the Forsaken. A bit of damage at the top lane that has been done to the altar. But of course, even if this falls, the bot lane is more important because there's 2 minion camps that push through the bottom of the map. Always the most important lane on Towers of Doom. As a general rule of thumb, on any map, on any given map, the lane that has the most mercenary camps is usually the most important one that can be the most dangerous when you time it. Here in Towers of Doom, there's also another factor to consider because you can have an altar at the bot lane, so all the way at the bottom of the map, and if that's the case, then as you can imagine, it's really difficult to access that if you don't control at least one of those towers, and you also don't have a good retreat point if the fight doesn't really go your way. But, well, top side has been taken, so it's 4-4 now. But as explained, they're already going for the pumpkins, and that is going to force the hand of Granite Gaming. While we have a triple altar phase now coming up, Granite will have to send somebody down to the bottom of the map to deal with those pumpkins. Or there's multiple hits that can connect with the core. And apparently they're fine with that. That's 3 shots that are likely going to hit. They're just playing it out here in the middle. So nobody's moving back to deal with this just yet. So we should see some shots eventually. And it could be a total of 6. We have 16 points to 31 now in favor of the Bang Bush and 3 altars up on the map. The first 2 shots are already fired. There they are. Bam. The first 3, they're down to 13. They're likely going to hit the single digits now, and they could even lose the game if this continues. I mean, that's the worst case scenario, of course, but it is also a bit of reality. The core has only 10 points left. The Haka got another 4 for the team as he channeled the top. They're down to 6 points, everybody. 6 points on the core. Here's the fight. Myrden is dead. Granite is in trouble. Granite is in real trouble. Nice dodge by Poik on the arrow. He's not nervous anymore. After 5 years, he's finally shaken all of those nerves off, and he is Gucci. Top side. Still one channel happening, but now with the death of Rhaegar, the altar at the bottom of the map is definitely forfeit. They're going to get this one, and that means 2 points on the core. You kill Whoopi, you go for the boss, you win the game. That's how you do here. Well, actually, forget what I said. They already took this one. My bad. It was already claimed. My apologies. Granite Gaming was able to sneak both of them in. Good for them, because that could have been a disaster. I thought the altar in the mid lane was still up. That would have been the end of the game for sure. It isn't, so we have 23 points to 6. Still something that you can recover from, but the bigger problem is the level 20 talent that now comes. Level 20 talent, they take the bell towers here. Lauba is soloing the bot lane currently, going 1v3. And the Haka is attempting to reclaim the top, so utilizing the global as best as he can, as they are just poking them out. Level 20 talents in their hands. Big lead in kills. I mean, Jesus, they're 11 kills ahead. 11 kills. Nasty. Yeah, now of course, if you're Granite Gaming, you're just desperately trying to at least get some structures taken. So they're moving in here. And the more they're taking down, the better their chances to somehow turn this around eventually. And to be honest with you, I mean, that bottom bell tower doesn't really look too hot either. If they just move in with Maka once, they should be able to take that one down. Or at least get close. Top has been recovered. No, actually it hasn't. It might be with some of the minions. Uh-oh, uh-oh. He can't die here. Whoopee. Alright, he jet propulsion's out, but he had to use the bunker for this. Single altar. One altar is all that they got right now. And pumpkins, you gotta take that bottom bell tower, or the pumpkins could murder you. But they're not getting close enough. The flank is here. Here's the light bomb. Gets the hit in. Keep in mind, no bunker left. And he is dead. Or is he? No Ancestral either. Ancestral is delayed. Big NA arrow. Oh my god. Like, look at this one. A beauty. Whew. The entire map. I mean, that one is hitting North America in absolutely no time. Narrowly missing the target. Yeah, precision NA not available. But, well, now they're trying for the kill. And they get... Oh, Genji. X striking in. And down here they go for Mark and get another kill. Yeah, this is lights out, boys. This is game. A great job by the Bang Bush. An incredibly dominant performance here on the first map. I gotta admit, respect. Yes, it's only 3 shots fired because they don't have the bell tower control, but it doesn't matter. Because 3 shots fired plus 4 shots through the boss is still more than the 6 points that Granite Gaming had left on the core. So yep, there's that. And that is a very convincing victory for the Bang Bush. They are taking the 1-0 in this best of 5 in the losers bracket of the Masters Clash 2022. Kudos to them. Nicely done. Bang Bush victorious on Towers of Doom.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Infernal Shrines, second map of the best of 5. And we had a pretty solid first game, especially from Bang Bush, of course. Now, it's a little bit worrisome how clean... Well, okay, it's a little bit weird to say like how clean the game was against Granite Gaming, considering that they were down to like 20 points on the core towards the end. We've seen way more dominant games than that, but it just felt that throughout the map there were very few moments where Granite Gaming really had a chance to bring it back. So, very solid showing from the Bang Bush either way, but Granite has a chance to now show off their skills here. And we'll see if they can. Supports are targeted right away here on Infernal Shrines. So we have Rhaegar Band out and Lucio, which of course puts Stukov, Deckard Kane and a few others immediately in a great spot. We have seen a pretty... Actually, now that I think about it, there's not been that much Brightwing today. And as I say it, this is another game where the Fruit Fly is not going to make it because Brightwing got banned. Good choice. Good choice. Get the Fly Swatter out and slap that thing. Okay, so the Fruit Fly is gone. And what's the first pick? First pick for Granite Gaming. They lost. They decided they want to have it. And they pick Blaze for Whoopi. Okay, good. Taking it away from the blue team. Locking it in for their own side laner. Fantastic control with him on the shrine. You have the slows. You have the AoE damage. You have, of course, the bunker, even more important, and the jet propulsion that can give you the additional stun here. So yeah, things are looking good for them. And here comes Hogger and Diablo. A lot of ping-ponging around from Swamp Grotta on his Smurf account here when he plays Hogger on the shrine. And in addition to that, Lauber with some pretty honest wall stuns. Great start. I mean, honestly, again, like, I don't know why, but I'm looking at these drafts, and even if there's nothing crazy happening, you know, it's not like somebody throws a butcher in on tennis, so they're actually picking heroes that are useful. But it's still something where I just have a smile on my face, because it just shapes up to be another real nice battle between the two of them. With now Tigers locked in very early, it helps you against Diablo with the bigger they are. And then in addition to that, on Infernal Shrines, where it's so important, you also have, of course, Tigers and his Odin after level 10. Which is one of the reasons why, especially in NA, we even had back in the day Tigers Alexstrasza taken time and time again. Because you have then Dragon Queen transformation and the Odin transformation. So you have a lot there. Anduin is also claimed. Yeah. And what else are we gonna get? Yeah, Maiev gets banned. Okay. Let's go. I mean, for now, I would like to see... Anduin's already taken, ban's already out. Let's go and pick some damage here. And also, are we going to get, like, Stukov? What else would I like to see right now? I want to see Stukov or Deckard Cain. Both of them have a nice zone control that they can use. They go for Sylvanas and they go for Stukov. The man with the big arm. He's definitely a lefty. And... Sylvanas. Okay. There's a solid chance that they're going into another melee. So they could go into another melee character here. And if they do that... If you go for Leo and Sylvanas are always kind of fun because you have the poor man's Buried Alive from level 10 onwards. Ah, Make is going for his old school pick. Look at this. Make with Mephisto. He's going for the old school pick here. And he's been ripping people apart with this. He's been playing this before anybody else did. He solidly played Mephisto over and over again. Others tried to emulate it. A lot of them didn't. Then at some points the Koreans picked it up too. They had a lot of value from Mephisto. More European teams did the same thing. But Make is the OG here. Nano on Medivh. And that sets us up for map number 2. Infernal Shrines, everybody. Let's go. Granite Gaming trying to redeem themselves. Second map of the best of 5 series. Bangbush against Granite Gaming. The blue team, they have the lead. Henning is rocking Stukov. Svamkrota on Medivh. We got Skok on Hogger. Nano on Sylvanas and Lauber on Diablo. Towards the right side of the map, it's Granite Gaming with Galnagulnar on Anduin. Wooby is playing Blaze this time on the offlane. We got Breeze on Johanna. Poik is playing Tigers. And Make is murdering with Mephisto. I'm actually really happy that we have another Make Mephisto. Even if that backfires, it's super fun for a very simple reason. I haven't seen him play Mephisto in a while. For most of the teams, he had to just fill other roles. I mean, he's literally been playing like role swaps for quite some time with various teams. Hiccups, sorry. But currently back on the mage here. So it's actually kind of fun. People started to target ban Mephisto against him because they were just so pissed that he was destroying absolutely everything. And talking about destroying things, the first thing that gets destroyed is Diablo. Diablo is down. Tigers doesn't even have the bigger they are yet. And look at that, they go for Svamkrota and they blow his Medivh out of the water too. The funny thing is he died and he still has 4 stacks because they came in after he fell. That's actually kind of funny. But yes, they ganged up on him hard. And well, towards the top now, we got still our 1v1. Got Skok up against Wooby. And 2 kills to 0. Of course, a nice cushion for Granite Gaming as they're entering the early stages of the game here. Yeah, so definitely quite fun for them. Definitely a little bit better than what happened in game number 1, I can tell you that much. Make is still trying to control this. Also, the portal control is going to be super important now. And they have some of it, but it's mostly stuns. So there's no lockdown with Stukov, with Malfurion and his root or anything else that they can use to control the portal. But they have a couple of stuns, and especially after level 10, they should get a few more. Big battle now, down for the bottom camp. So already we got a kill. Both of the frontliners are down, and both teams are not letting up even in the slightest. The jet propulsion connects, and Nano is dead as well. 4 kills to 1 and the camp taken. This is going much better for Granite Gaming than it did in the first game. The Bangbush is in for a bit of a rude awakening here, it seems. If they were hoping to just continue where they left off in game number 1, then yeah, they have to rethink what's happening. So we have them at this point with at least 21 stacks on Medivh, so that's the good news. We're only 2 minutes in. and he's been absolutely crushing it on this. Whereas else now down to the bottom, the camps have to be dealt with. We of course have also the Shaman camp already about to be taken. Objective gets announced in a second, and then we have another 30 left until the first battle is really going to start up. If there's one team where I would have said, okay, maybe they're going to let the first one slide, it's the red team, because they have Tychus, and with him you oftentimes wait for your Odin. But instead, they are the ones that will hit a very early level 7. So I would be shocked if they don't go straight away for the first objective here, considering that they will enter the battle with a talent advantage. And they should exploit that as best as they can, and likely will. So already a bit of action being done here. Yep, they take the spot. They have everybody still waiting in the mid lane though, so for extra experience they either have to wait in the middle or rotate somebody down, and that's what they're doing. They're moving... no, they're actually moving Blaze back in. He's waiting for the next camp here. No talent lead just yet. They don't have a talent lead right now. Bit of action here in the battle, and the pull as Blaze finds himself in trouble. But level 7 talents are now finally available to them. They got everything that they need here. 18 to 13 stacks. It's the blue team that takes control. They don't have the talent yet, but they still want to fight this one out, as it seems. 25 stacks for Medivh. Svamgrota looking good there. And, well, off we go. They hit for Lauber, and he's dead, as is Sylvanas. They're capitalizing on the advantages that they have and are just absolutely crushing this early game. Shaking off a loss like they suffered in game number 1, definitely a big one here. So yes, they did it well. They have now a 5-kill lead. They are a level ahead. They have the Punisher that they can now use to push through the middle of the map. I mean, even burning the gate down, you can't even bait it over and easily defend against it. So that's another huge problem that they currently have. But what a start into game number 2 by Granite Gaming. Nicely done. This is just such a good move when you're coming off a loss. Immediately shutting your opponent down. And of course, eventually the blue team is going to fight back, and I'm just waiting for level 10 abilities to come in. But for now, it is the show of Granite Gaming. They are making all the moves here. We got them with a fort about to be destroyed. That Punisher, not make it any easier. Frozen Punisher in of itself, of course, fantastic. And there it is. The level lead, the fort taken down. Solid. Very solid. Svamgrota with 28 stacks on Medivh. So now he has to try and make sure that he doesn't die until he gets that completed. It's only 12 stacks that are missing, so I don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The problem, of course, for the Bang Bush is that level 10 will soon hit for Granite Gaming, and that will open up a window where they can either push for another fort or at least take a couple of camps, maybe try and force a fight. Either way, it should be a really good spot for them, because, guys, it's a level. It's an entire level that they have. So, yeah, they're gonna do tons of damage here. At least they should. That wall, at least, is gonna fall, especially since one of the towers is already down. And, well, there it is. So they go for the tower, start to take it down here. First one is falling. The gate also in trouble, but they are afraid of the other. They missed the blessed shield. They missed the blessed shield right now, so super unfortunate for them right here. But again, we have still no level 10 for the other team. Still no level 10, and here they come. They go for Nano. They try and take him down. That didn't really work out. At this point, the tower finally falls, but I expected them to do way more than that. They opened up the entire gate here, the entire wall, but they could not even damage the fort. And they had to back off because they realized that level 10 was happening. And now as it stands, yeah, it's just not a thing. So here we go. 6-2-1. We got level 10 ability on both sides by now. That means also we got the ley line again. No Apocalypse follow-up for this one, so they're not trying to wombo anything. They still have the Shockwave from Augur, but Diablo did go into the Lightning Breath. And, yep, towards the top. Wooby just like trying to protect the camp here a little bit, also seeing if anybody else is around here. The damage output that we see from the two teams, we have 17,000 for Mephisto, 13,000 for Sylvanas. Top damage on each team. And a half level lead for the team in red. The biggest advantage is really that they destroyed the fort in the middle. So that's the biggest one. But at the same time, I want to see what happens when we have the next objective. Because the lead is not really that big for Granite Gaming anymore. It's more a question of whether or not they can maintain a level 13 for the next objective. Because if they have that talent advantage, and I think they will, it looks really good for them on that regard. If they can, a second Punisher would really be nice for them here. Yeah, this is going to be a wild one. Master Assassin on level 4 for Taika, so he's again trying to just get the passive for Odin. Has 2 stacks. Highly unlikely that he's going to complete this thing. Highly unlikely. But at the top, this is moving in. Gate is already destroyed, okay. So eventually this should give an advantage to the blue team as the towers clear out the shamans, so help with them. But yes, 13 is ready. They're locking the talons in. The fight has started. Mephisto damaging it up too, going straight into the Apport Skull now. And we have 21,000 damage for him. He's top damage now. Macke, once again, showing the power of Mephisto here. As they take more and more control of objective number 2. It's really difficult for the Bangbush without the 13 talent to do anything here. And now Poik is just going straight for the R. Hits the button, makes sure that they got Odin. And normally when you are 20 stacks in and you activate Odin, this guarantees you the objective. You're going to get those stacks together very quickly. Bangbush is already moving back. They're realizing this ain't happening. Instead, they're sending Hogga towards the top, trying to just drop this fort as much as they can. Whoopi is on his way to stop it from happening. And another camp is about to be taken down here at the bottom of the map now too. So, yep, solidly done. 13 to 13 in a few more seconds, but the damage has been done. The Punisher is going to be taken. Now, you might realize they keep it at 39, so that just allows Whoopi to take care of the top lane. And then after that, they can simply with a grenade or whatever, get one more hit in and then push through the bot lane. In this instance, they are going to have their 5-man down at the bottom. But it's a smart little move. You're so far ahead that you can just stop at 39. You're delaying it a little bit. You either wait for somebody to... Oh, no! He lost his stacks! No! Not like this! And they lose Diablo as well. Guys, oh, shit. They're chasing, and Sylvanas, she's dead too. The fort is about to fall. Check this one out. He is at 36 stacks. 36! And then he gets stunned with a blessed shield, and they drop Medivh. The stacks are lost. And now they lose the fort, and they're going to lose at least the keep. What a... Wow. What a game by Granite Gaming. They got mad after the first map, didn't they? Damn. Anduin at least falls, so they might not... They're not going to be able to go for core, are they? I don't think they can pull that one off. Medivh died again. The keep is gone, and they're trying to retreat here. Beautiful shockwave. Beautiful shockwave. Oh my god. Pogga with the big plays. Yeah. And they're trying to escape here, and they are able to make it. So they're escaping, but check out this little play here by Hogga. Look, check this out. So this is how this all started, and then they're trying to retreat after the keep falls. And at this point, Hogga comes in, gets 3 heroes with that shockwave, and then is able to drop multiple of them. Takes 2 of them down, 16 talent against 15. I mean, fantastic. Absolutely crazy what's now going on here. Of course, the Bangbush is still far behind. This hasn't changed. But, yep, there it is. The push for the top lane in an attempt to finally take a few structures down here as well. So far, that hasn't really worked out, and they're about to be shut down again. 10 kills to 4. In comes Whoopi. Another stun. The Durance of Hate. And the Lord of Terror goes down. And his corpse is getting kicked around here too. 0 respect for him. 0 respect. They just kick his corpse around like he is totally... Oh, hello. Yeah. No deaths, by the way, for Hogga. So he's just trying to put on the big boy boots today and carry the team to victory. Big backpack, you know. Calves like pillars. And he comes in and tries to help the team out. But in the meantime, we have just Mephisto ripping them a new one. Mephisto at 39,000 damage. Tychus is also quite high here. They're trying to escape, but another fort is about to fall. Granite Gaming, they are just brutalizing them. Ruthless. Yeah, crazy. Alright, so Down to the bottom, down to the middle of the map. Yep, at this point, there's already a bit of damage done by the camp, but there won't be too much. The bigger camp is this one, because that's still being fought over. And they haven't given up on it. Granite Gaming still wants to kill here, but apparently Bang Bush is willing to make a stand even without Sylvanas. They lose one, but they kill at least Mephisto, and they take a camp. Henning coming in with Stukov. Big slaps from him. Get the hell away from my camp. And they take it. And now Whoopi gets caught and will die. Tried to sneak away and can't make it happen. Are we gonna see a comeback? Is this gonna be a comeback here? It's a bit doubtful. It could happen. Ooh, 4 catapults. Woo! Sexy. But they have Sylvanas and she just blows them to pieces within a second. Okay. Even talents for now. And this is a bit of a moment of truth play once more. Defeat the top lane first. Wait for the red guy, Blaze, and then go for the next shrine. So yeah, there's a couple of things that they could now try to pull off. But look at what's happening with Medivh. He's cheating as usual, just sitting there and providing vision, hovering around, double checking what's happening with the camp. The answer is nothing. And here we got again the next fight coming up with now Blaze being on the way. 12 stacks for Medivh. He's not going to complete it this quest. At least I don't think so. But they got a chance to come back into the game. 6 kills to 14. Here's the battle for shrine number... What is this? 3? No! Nano! He's dead again. Nano is pulling a Houdini again. 1 second he's there, the next he just disappears into the ether. Or the Nexus. We got 32,000 damage for him, but also 5 deaths for Sylvanas and for Diablo. 4v5 right now. And it's still the Mephisto and Tychus show as they are dishing out damage like there's no tomorrow. Hit after hit after hit. They want this win in the best of 5. They don't want to go down 0-2 and have to battle match point after match point. They go in for Diablo, but he turns it around, gets the big heals here. Mark is low, Whoopi is low, Breeze is low, everybody's low, but they're surviving and they're taking the Punisher. They get the damage and it's nearly a kill on Medivh as he barely is able to pop his ult. Has to move away from Whoopi too. The problem is that Lauber is still on the run. He's trying to buy some time for the team, and I don't think they're going to give him any of that. Well, he is getting a lot more time than I thought, but of course the action here in the middle is also playing out. It's a 5 versus 5 on the map, so the defense is still there. A bit of portal control with the jet propulsion, but it's of course a staggered death on Diablo. Now, the good news is he had his souls together. The bad news for the red team is that they're now losing Mephisto again, so he's dead too. But a bit of action is still being done here in the middle. Punisher drops the fort down to 50% HP. Now they try to go for Ogre, and he's in trouble. Yeah, that is a blessed shield and a kill. Jojo showing no mercy. Breeze coming through with the big plays again. So right now, another ley line and catapults on the core, and this time they're gonna hurt. That's 3 catapults already taking aim. They need to retreat, and they need to retreat quickly. But the shield is falling, and it's falling fast. So yes, bit of damage is done. Thankfully, they also got Stukov, so he can push them out of range. But that's still 10% on the core lost. And it illustrates, once again, how difficult that bot lane... It's a trap! It's a trap! It's a trap! Get the kid! No! That was a bit sad. I loved the play with Vision. Absolutely loved it. But right now, yeah, I don't know. Like, this could have been done a bit better. Another thing that I should probably highlight is that despite me not believing in him, Tychus is now 2 kills away from completing Master Assassin. Yep, that could actually happen. So you take it for the passive. That's the idea. The passive also applies to Odin, so that's the big play. But right now, he has a solid chance to also get the quest completed. And I would have never thought that that's going to be a thing. So, yeah. 71,000 damage. Jojo gets out up at the top. Tychus has top damage in the game. Big red button obviously helping. Both teams have level 20 talents now. And down to the mid lane, we have Silva. They have so many heroes that are just great at saving structures because Stukov can either push them away, or you have at the same time Sylvanas coming in and just disabling all of it. Medivh is just scouting out everything he can and is providing the vision whenever possible here. But well, we still have... Yeah, they're just waiting for the objective. There's very little else to do. The good news, the best news for Granite Gaming is really this. Having this fort still, while taking even the keep down at the bottom of the opponent, allows them for one catapult after another to spawn and push through. And guess where the next objective spawns? It's topside. So they have a very long time, probably, where catapults can move through the bot lane. And that is big. That's really big. That makes a huge difference. So... yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of time, but as long as they can delay the fight at the top, eventually you will have these catapults at the core again. And the last time that was the case, the core lost 10%. And that was with defenders making their way over. But right now, this could very, very quickly become a huge problem, because now we're 3 minutes into the game, more. 18, 19 minutes on the board. These catapults, they're packing a punch, they're hurting. They're really having a problem. So yes, here we go. There's the next move being made. They're trying again for the quick kill with the shockwave now coming through. Durance of Hate against Diablo, blocking his path. Leyline is out. Big slaps from Stukov. Again, get the hell away from my frontliner. Lauba is still alive. And nobody has even really touched the shrine. 6 stacks is all that they got so far. Breeze pausing the game. The 3-2-3 moment over here. Nobody dropped this time, thankfully. But we had a couple of technical difficulties already today. Now, the good news is still double catapult. This minion wave, nearly done. Third catapult coming in already. And what is the blue team gonna do? They can't do anything here. There's 4 heroes that are just like waiting to engage into the shrine again. We still have also Medivh sitting tight here. So this is a really interesting position now for Granite Gaming. They don't even have to necessarily win the battle. They just have to make sure that they're keeping the blue team up at the top. And they have a huge advantage. They already popped the fountain, so they have a bit of a retreat point. But with a fort lost on the side of the blue team, there's no fountain that they have anymore. So they can't recover hit points. Which isn't the biggest deal, but you look at Diablo and it plays a bit of a role, especially when eventually you're running out of mana. So yes, keep that bot lane in mind and watch the minimap. As up at the top, the blue team is forced to try and go for a quick kill. But again, it's Diablo that's in trouble. Diablo's in trouble. Svamkarota trying to save them. 21 stacks on the baseline for him. The third catapult at the bot side is nearly making it now into the group. And then it's 1 more, maybe 2 more minion waves before we're going to see those catapults at the core. There is a big timer for the bang bush, and they are behind in stacks. 16-4. What are they going to do? Are they going to push somebody down to the bottom of the map and give up the Punisher? Or can they get a kill right now? Whoopi is in trouble. He doesn't have the bunker. Whoopi! And he's dead. Whoopi is dead. Catapults on the way. Big fights happening. Big damage from Medivh and Tychus, and Diablo falls. Diablo falls. Another minion wave spawns and barely saves the shield for now, but it's going to be blown to pieces in seconds as Johanna dies. The second one to fall on the side of Granite Gaming. The catapults about to make it in. 3 of them. We're 20 minutes into the game, and this is big damage right here. It's not the only lane that gets pressured. Punisher taken by the red team. Mid lane keep gets attacked. Shield is falling slowly, and well, not that slowly anymore, especially with the 4th catapult coming in. This is a bit of a disaster. The keep in the middle is about to fall. Talking about falling, Anduin gets murdered up at the top. What are they going to do right now? They need to send somebody back, but who's it going to be? They're losing too much. 42, it's Winion time, baby. They go full Winion here. The halves are happening. Poik is trying to interrupt, and the core is gonna fall. Maybe not. It's over. It's over. They win the game. GG as Granite Gaming. The Winions take the victory on Infernal Shrines. The best of 5 is tied. We got a 1-1 situation as we're headed for map 3, Alderac Pass. So let's go. The players, all of them in Paris, all of them are at the same location right now. Everything happening here is straight on the stage in front of the audience. And we have Brightwing as an insta-ban after Lucio gets banned on Alderac Pass. Big map. big plays for supports that can either speed you up or global around the map. And talking about globals, the Haka and Falstad, very likely going to be addressed one way or another. It was a bit unfortunate for the blue team that they lost to the Vinians. Then again, I mean, again, we talked about the situation from the beginning. You are in a shitty spot no matter what. They did everything correct. They pushed the bot lane out as far as they could to make sure that they had some time before the catapults reached the core. Then they tried to go for the top fight. They even kind of won it, not dominant enough so that they could immediately move back. But then when they were trying to hearth, of course, the red team, they knew what was happening and they just like pushed in, stopped those hearths several times and allowed the catapults to end the game. It always looks a little bit silly, but then at the end of the day, it's the strategic element that you're using as the opponent to take the victory. And even if they could have saved the core with 10% left, likely it would have ended with just, yeah, Granite pushing for it, maybe YOLOing onto the core or going in with the Punisher, that they, after all, still won. Diva gets banned out, okay. And we get Hogger. Yeah, one of the things that we've seen for a long time actually was Anubarak as a very early pick in games on Alderac Pass. Masquerade has started off with that because you can sneak the prisoner camp with Anubarak. You just spawn some beetles and the grunts are going to attack the beetles instead of the hero, and so you can channel without even defeating the defenders. And we're not seeing it here. Diablo and Diablo and Blaze, Wooby and Breeze immediately coming in with the big boys. And that is a ton of HP to go through at the frontier, so not likely. Okay, so let's see how they're dealing with that. But yeah, you could really tell on the second map the strategic play around the last objective. Granite Gaming knew perfectly well all they had to do was stall for time. And eventually they would either get the Punisher or win through the minions on the bot lane. So they exploited this really well. And on Alderac Pass you can make similar plays happen too. It's a huge map. So we'll see if one of the teams locks in some globals. Because right now we have Blaze instead of the Haka. We have Hogger taken, which means you can still go into the Haka. But do they go for the triple frontline or not? That's the question now. Bans come in. We still got Lauber with the hero. Falstad gets banned first, okay. So he gets eliminated. That starts to really limit their chances. Oh well, their options for this. So yeah. We got Marker, Galnagulna and Poik still missing. So two of the hero. We could see a Tracer here, for example. I wouldn't be shocked at all. I'm a little bit shocked, honestly, that we haven't seen Tyrael today. I still think that's going to happen eventually through the tournament. It always does at big events. And especially Breeze could lock that in. But for now, what are we getting in terms of damage? Tracer is definitely an option here. And you got, of course, you got mages. But yes, we get first Stukov and Thrall. Reminds me a bit of the series that Granite Gaming played against Chili Mountain. Game number 1, they decided in their favor, and then afterwards Thrall was continuously banned out against them. So yeah, they didn't want that at all. Make played Thrall back then though, so Poi could still swap that over. But they have Stukov, so we're going double StarCraft already. Going up against Tychus here. Blue team with the double pick. What's the front line going to be like? Muradin, and there is Dehaka. Yes, Dehaka is in the house. Falstad was banned, so we get Dehaka, we get the triple front line. Easy peasy. The global for the blue team. And no global for Granite Gaming. No Brightwing, no Lucio, no Falstad. All of them banned out. Highly doubt they're going to go into Abathur or into Samuro, so I guess that's it. And here's the Tracer pick as already expected. Game number 3 in the best of 5 series here in the losers bracket. Which team takes the lead? Let's find out together. The Bang Bush with Nano and Tychus on the left side of Alderac Pass. Swamgrotta on his Smurf account playing Dehaka. Henning on Rega, Skok on Hogger, and Lauber on Muradin. It is the Masters Clash 2022, and Make is back at it. He went for Thrall, so as in the series against Chili Mountain, Thrall is there, played by Make. Can he have the same impact again? Wooby is playing Blaze, Breeze is playing Diablo, Galnagulna on Stukov, and Poik is playing Tracer. Is he going to be able to power through this? 5 years of Heroes of the Storm and he's still nervous. Poik needs to showcase his skills, but he's already riding the money pick and his spray game is on point as well. I definitely call that already a win. So yeah, nice. Goes a little bit for Lauber, who sprays it up. Much better right now, so he definitely improved. He listened to the criticism that I had earlier about his pleb spray, and he apparently took it to heart and started to change things up a little bit. And I can give this one definitely a 6.5 out of 10. This is the comeback that I am expecting from a player of the caliber of Lauber, coming through with a big sprays right now, like a boss, like he should. This is the improvement that I want to see from game to game. Nicely done. So, we got on level 1 the Trolling Thunder. We got also the Adrenaline Stim Pack. And Stukov is already here. He's waiting for the camp. We're always talking about how important these camps are, and they're all sitting there already waiting to blow them to pieces. Can you imagine being one of those gnolls and you haven't even fully spawned yet and you're already getting the shit kicked out of you? I mean, if there's any nerds of the storm, then it's these guys. They're getting stuffed into lockers all day, every day. The second that they're spawning, the second they're appearing, it's like whack-a-mole. They're just coming in, bam, and just slap them around. And it's honestly just sad. I would be pissed. On the one hand, it's nice to get all the attention, right? On the other hand, you just ask yourself, why me? I just want to sit here. What do these things do, by the way? They just sit around all day. Lazy. They're probably drinking. So... maybe there's a bottle or two that Blizzard is hiding. Whatever it is, they seem to be fully content. Maybe they're smoking weed or something, but there's definitely something going on there. We just don't sit in a spot all day long doing nothing and being totally happy and fine with it until you somehow get attacked by someone. That's not how these things work usually. But not a kill so far. Still, level 4 talents. Everybody is just focusing on the mid lane. Take these camps out. Dehaka at the side lane. He's going to be quite important here. We have Hogga down at the bottom of the map, locking the brute force in. Likely going to follow up with the level 7 synergy for it. And, well, there is so far not really too much happening. We have In the Rhythm, which I find already interesting. Now, there are quite a few frontliners. There's a lot of targets for Tychus that he can use to stack his level 4. And if they use it with, let's say, a Stormbolt from Muradin, then he should be able to get the early stacks together very, very quickly. That's the most important thing if you're deciding to go into In the Rhythm. You can't really YOLO the trade out when it comes to brawls with other team members. You should always try and get the maximum out of the first few trades that you use, because it just makes it so much easier. There is an exponential value to having a lot of stacks right at the beginning of the game. Makes it much easier to hit the high numbers later on, and so they're going to try and follow up on a Stormbolt from Muradin. Maybe just like diving in a little bit deeper, as long as they can properly protect them here. But up at the top, Poik is still going on the attack here, just zipping around. They go for the camps again, and both teams did that, so the blue team has already followed up with exactly the same move. 7 stacks already for Tychus. Yeah, not too bad. And he gets a few more. Sits at 16. It's not too bad for the early game after the first 2. That's actually pretty solid. Came in and flanked. So as long as he continues that, he will have some serious duration on the minigun in the later stages. By now it's level 7. Yep, and we don't get the synergy. We have actually the dense blasting powder instead. But we have some synergy from the grounded totem with the level 1 talent for Rhaegar. So he's going fully into the build here. And for Tychus, things are so far doing well. At least in the early game. Good stacks, good starter point. Obviously, the more that he can pressure this, the more of a problem also for Diablo and even for Tracer later on in the game. But both of the teams have so far not made a single approach towards one of the prisoners' camp. They don't really care too much. Normally we see it around level 7, level 10. Dehaka dodging everything here. Look at him. Nice. And now Nano comes in also. Goes for the trade again. Yeah, gets a few stacks, not too much. But even follows up with the quick Q. So not really able to get too much of the minigun here. Only 2 stacks accumulated, or 3, but they saved their side laner, and that's already the most important part here. Dehaka is still alive. No kill in the game yet. Lauber is sweating at this point. But the cams are taken once more. Everybody is just dancing around here. Now, this is obviously the game that will lead to a match point for one of the teams. So everybody is playing this very, very safe and slow. Nobody wants to be overly aggressive and then get punished for it. Lauber I have no idea what he's even doing here. This is not going to work out for him. He can take the grunts down, that's definitely true, but they know what's going on, and they're just like waiting in the wings. The second that he starts the channel, there's going to be an interrupt. Gulnar is already in position to make exactly that happen. Could, of course, be hit, but Lauber already moved back and is targeting Thrall at the bot lane a bit, who's attempting to rotate in. So yeah, Make is able to walk away from this. No additional stacks for Tychus just yet. But we're soon going to see the teams at level 10 go for the objective. So this is not going to take too much longer here. And we're going to keep our eye on Thrall. With those Earthquake plays that we saw in the games against Chili Mountain, they definitely forced the ban on Thrall afterwards, and he's going to try and do that again. And they get the kill. Thrall involved, but the final hit comes from Stukov, and they want another one. They go for Gulnar. He's in trouble. There's the level 10, and the kill on Muradin. Even Henning nearly dies, but they're not done with it yet. They still want to go for the Haka. Can't drop him, but the stacks are completed for Breeze. They got the Earthquake now, and big damage numbers now coming through. Tychus with the 33 stacks. We got 14,000 damage for Tracer, and Thrall is sitting at 12,000 too. So, yeah, they are doing very well here, even getting a bit of a lead on the objective. They are a bit ahead in experience, not quite the entire level. But so far, the game is looking good for Granite. It's a bit of a wild contrast. Game number 1, it was the show of the Bang Bush. They dominated. They never really felt threatened. They never really felt like, okay, we're struggling here. They didn't win every single team fight, but it was always the important ones that they were able to lock in. So they took a well-deserved 1-0. And now Granite Gaming not only winning game number 2, but also off to a great start for game number 3. In comes the next camp. Both of the teams once again with that. Level 11 already, and we haven't seen an objective yet. The first one gets locked in usually a lot faster than that. But yeah, they take this one down. They got their own. Tracer still, bot lane. And the stage is set. I mean, level 10 abilities are in, everything's ready. Everything is ready here. Lauber with the pleb horse, making his way over, just sees this and is like, yeah, I guess not today. Stukov is like a cheat code on this map sometimes. Look at this shit. He's sitting there, like, alright boys, I got this. They're like, you sure? And he's like, yeah, it's fine. 2 kills to 0, even experience. And they try to go for Augur. Well, the Stormbolt is there. Muradin is trying to hop out, and boy, oh boy, look at that combo. Earthquake into Stukov lurking arm, and then the lightning breath. And they get 1, they get 2, they might just get 3 kills here. Yep, there it is. They got 3 kills, 3 easy hits. Well done, and that's level 13 and likely an objective as they're already pushing for the bottom boss to boot. Yeah, so there it is. They go for Muradin. Rhaegar was the first one to fall there. Then they kill Muradin, and there's just no way for Augur to escape either. So he gets dropped too. They even bunkered up for it. Now they're trying to get the boss at the bottom of the map. There's no counter play from the Bang Bush. They just barely have their 5-man back on the map. And as I say it, the Haka is like, well, wait a second. I still have something to say about this. And he indeed has something to say. And that is just like, oh shit, boys, I need help. Went in, gets immediately caught, and they have to pop Ancestral. Now that could have gotten dangerous. They had the right thought there, but they needed everybody else to be there too. I don't think they expected them to be this far in with the boss. Now, they used Ancestral, and that's a bit dicey. Level 13 talents for both teams, but I suppose they can definitely kiss this one goodbye. And let's not forget, they took the objective as well. The objective is taken too. So we have a boss and we have the raid at the bot lane. Now they're not focusing on the keep. They're instead coming through the mid lane in an attempt to take the second fort down. And hello? They're not only taking the fort down, they're taking Muradin down if this continues. They try to go for him. Can't quite get the kit, can they? Nah, he's fine, but the fort won't be. Thrall is at 24,000 damage. There is a reason why Chili Mountain banned it out against Granite in the first series of the day. So yeah, Marcus Thrall is doing work here. I mean, holy shit. The fort is down. They try to go for a few more kills. The boss, by the way, is damaging the bottom keep already. And the party in here still continues. Marker popping another Ancestral Wrath and doing some damage. But yes, this thing is going to go down to 50% HP. the fuck? What a solid early game. 5 kills to 0, 50% on the keep, and both forts in the mid and the bot lane have been destroyed. I mean, damn. Granite Gaming seems like they want to stay in the tournament. Like, you're not going to drop us out of this one. By the way, look at Tychus. Tychus has 2 stacks in the last, I want to say, 2 minutes. He has not gotten a lot in these fights. So he's at 35 stacks now, which isn't too bad, but it's also not really as good as we initially thought when he started to pull ahead quickly. Virulent Reaction is in on level 13. There's still a battle up at the top. Marker low, but still fine. And then he dies. Okay, so they finally get their kill on Thrall. This is the first kill in the game, by the way, for the Bang Bush. The first kill that they were able to get. Can they get a boss off this? Well, Tychus is definitely starting to drop his ult quickly. So I guess they are going to go in for the fort itself. Great drag on Breeze. Good Stormbolt to follow it up. And Breeze is down. Breeze is dead. And they can go for even more kills. Stormbolt after Stormbolt is connected. The fuck is happening here? I mean, holy shit. Bang Bush. They are popping off like crazy all of a sudden. Now somebody needs to deal with this in the middle of the map as they are going for the top and the Haka has started to go in. The fort is gone, but look at this fight. I mean, right here, they see an opportunity, they dive in deep, they get the Stormbolts connected, completely stop them, recall attempt by Tracer, she dies, Stukov dies, Diablo died, and all of a sudden it's 4 kills to 5, level 16, nearly 17 for the Bang Bush, elite in experience. Now they're suffering in structures on the map, but holy hell, what a comeback. One big fight is all that they needed here. Yeah, that was huge. And now we might even see an objective for the blue team. They have the boss at the top lane already. 12-minute objective could be locked in. Whoopi trying to stall it out. Buy some time for the rest of the team. Yeah, this one is gonna hurt. This one is going to hurt. They have to let it go for now unless they're willing to give the objective up. And they're definitely not willing to do that. Not yet, at least, that is. So, yep. They stop it for now. And can simply rotate between the boss and the spot to defend. They should be able to take this one out without losing anything on the keep. But it changed the situation on the map dramatically, as you can tell. I mean, a lot. All of a sudden, Granite Gaming, they might just lose this one. They looked so dominant. And then one team fight, one fight, was all that was needed. But they're bringing it back now, or at least they're trying to. There's the Shockwave, great Ancestral, beautiful timing. Earthquake comes out, but they still lose Thrall. So is Hogger, though. He dies too. And there's the next kill. Wow. Granite Gaming. They want to go for it again. Lauber, wall stunned and dead. Breeze with his toxic Diablo. Going for the victory again. Locking them down hard. And now they go for another objective. Boss at the bot lane has just now respawned. So this one is up for grabs too. But they want the objective first. And it's such a beautiful game. Back and forth the entire time. We had a great series. This is game number 3 in the best of 5. Which team takes the lead? We are in the losers bracket. And one of the teams is going home now. And takes 4th place in the tournament. Still locking in some of the 12,000 euro prize money. But of course you want to aim a little bit higher than last place at the offline event. And Granite Gaming, I mean, them against Bang Bush, one of them is gonna go home now. And I can guarantee you one thing, both of them are definitely not comfortable with that thought. So they're gonna fight tooth and nail to bring this back. But the red team gets the objective. Second time in a row now, we're gonna see the Raiders. No boss is taken, but the camp here in the middle is about to be locked in as Make moves on for it. 41,000 damage for Tracer, 46,000 damage for Tychus. There's the next battle, 5 versus 3. And Stukov? Yep, Stukov is dead. Can they get a bit of a counter? Lightning Breath is in. Muradin! He survived! Muradin survived. There's the Earthquake. They tried to lock Hogger down. That didn't really work, but Breeze looks for the stun. Oh my god. Beautiful. What a beautiful engage here. And they got a kill, but Diablo gets caught and he dies too. Now, of course, there's still these raiders to be considered, and they're moving into the middle. But here's a bit of an idea of that last fight. Look at that flip from Diablo that comes in a second, straight into the jet propulsion. He sees the chance, flips it over, and bam. That's a kill on Hogger. Diablo, he dies a moment after that. Level 20 talents are now available. The keep in the middle is taking some damage. And, well, in addition to that, the fort at the top lane is going to be destroyed too. But down here, nearly the destruction of keep number 1. Even in the middle, the keep has taken some damage. It's getting wild in here. It's getting absolutely wild. Level 20. That gives us the Earth and Shield. Wasn't available in the last fight. That's a big one. So is the big red button. And the Ancestral Healing upgrade. Farseer's Blessing. Whew. Okay. What a setup. Yeah, this is getting nasty. Down here, as you can see, there's another boss up. But the blue team, they know what's going on, don't they? I don't know if they got enough time for this. Ah, it's a trap. It's a trap. Lauber, is he checking it? Lauber, Stormbolt, the wolf misses. Good for the dwarf. Good for budget Gimli. If he doesn't go in there, then he's gonna die. But he misses the Stormbolt on Whoopi. And the fight still continues. Nice done. Earth and Shields are in. Big ult. Big ult, of course. And now can they use it? Here's the Ancestral, the Farseer's Blessing, and they get all the heals that they could ever ask for. Jeez. 78 stacks now for Tychus. Push through the middle of the map. Whoopi. And he's in trouble. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Yeah, Blaze goes down. They try for a counter kill here. Even the Hellgate approach, but that one shut down very, very quickly. A drag, a kill, and Diablo is gone. That is the power of the Bang Bush. And who else but the Bang Bush would check a bush like this early? They know what a Bang Bush looks like. They've set up plenty in their time. So now they know exactly what's coming. 2 seconds for the prisoner camp, and the boss is still up, and they have a 5 versus 3. Uh-oh, boys. This is gonna get problematic. This is gonna get a real problem now. 10 kills to 9. Yes, exactly. Yeah, 9, exactly. 10 to 9. So, for now, that boss is gonna be locked in. 60,000 damage for Tracer. I mean, it looks good on your resume, but it doesn't really give you enough kills yet. Tychus hasn't fallen yet, by the way. Neither has the Haka. Jeez. These boys are doing well. So, once again, we got the next camp about to be taken. They got the boss already. Good news is that there's still a fort standing for Granite Gaming, so it's going to take a while. But now we have the action towards the camp. 5 versus 5 again. Here's the moment. They're probably just going to let the boss run. Yeah, Tracers is low. Doesn't connect it properly. But it's comeback after comeback here. And the blue team is dangerously low on some of their keeps. One big team fight is technically all that you need if you are for Granite Gaming to see the red team come in, take one keep down, take the second keep down, and go to the core and reduce the armor shields here. So that all of that can happen. We are going very likely to a final big team fight between them. And the advantage, as silly as this might sound, is still in favor of Granite Gaming because of how low the structures are on the blue team side. That's the big lead that they have. It's a 5 versus 5, one boss up at the top, objective is up as well. Yeah, there's a lot of things to really consider here. Whoopi is trying to take out the camp in the mid lane. Breeze is only at 47 stacks, and he gets dragged, and he's in real trouble all of a sudden. The stuns are hitting brutally, and he's down. And there's the Earth and Shields. Finally, it might have been too late. Marker gets killed too. Glorious engage. Beautiful engage from Bang Bush. They go for Diablo first, and after that, Thrall comes in, tries to hit the Earth and Shield, doesn't hit it in time. They can't get the heals out either, and Bang Bush is absolutely crushing them. They are murdering them here, and they want to go for game, you can tell. They get 4 kills in total, and now they push through the bot lane for the keep. The core is wide open, and with 2 armor shields still intact, they still decide to go for it, and why wouldn't they? It's another 30 seconds until the first heroes are revived from Granite Gaming. What a fantastic team fight here from Bangbush. So well executed, so well done. And Thrall just a moment too late to assist Diablo here and help him out. The 2 armor shields, they're doing work. It's really difficult to break through them, but they got all the time they need, and they take the lead in the series. The Bangbush with the 2-1 lead over Granite Gaming in the loser bracket of the Masters Clash 2022. Cursed Hollow is our 4th map. Well, we have the 2-1 lead now for Bangbush. I mean, to be absolutely honest with you, at the beginning I really thought that Granite Gaming had this. It looked so great for them at the beginning of the game. They got the kills, they got everything they really needed there. But then shortly after, slowly and steadily, the blue team was starting to take control over the team fights and were doing much, much better there. Especially when we had these objectives taken by Granite Gaming and then also the boss claimed, it looked like they might be able to take some of those keeps down too. They failed to do that even though they severely damaged them. But the Bangbush just too successful in late game team fights. And yeah, that looked great. So now we got Hogga, we got Diablo banned out. They are finally done with Breeze. Actually, what am I talking about? They are banning Diablo. So they actually expected the Bangbush to pick Diablo away from them. Okay. But the supports are still being banned, and Blaze made it into the top spot once more. So he is the one locked in by Wooby for Cursed Hollow. We talked in the draft of map number 2 a bit about potential tanks and what he could play, and I definitely want to throw Tyrael's name in again.
Have you turned me off yet?
No, I haven't turned you off yet, and I won't be able to do that during the stream. So yeah, for some reason that alert is also live while we are in here. I don't know why, but there seem to be a couple of people that have a lot of fun abusing that, so yeah. No, I haven't. So Brightwing is banned out. Well, I turned Brightwing off in the sense that I told the teams, please ban her, so that we don't have to deal with Brightwing. So I guess I can somehow count as turning it off. But yeah, glad you guys are having fun. Okay, again, I was about to talk about Tyrael. I was about to tell you that I think Tyrael could be a good pick for Cursed Hollow 2, simply because it gives us so much control over fights around tributes and bosses. Now they decided first in favor of Mirrodin. Even Falstad is now banned. So Falstad gives you the global, but he also gives you, with the gust, control over the boss spot. So that's pretty big. And, well, as it stands right now, we could, of course, also see Tyrael played for Lauber, but not so sure. Well, first let's see what is getting banned. Are they targeting another frontliner? Do we see another tank being banned or not? No, yeah, indeed they do. Okay, so they ban Garrosh out. Definitely trying to force their hand a little bit. And, well, what else? They could still go Tyrael. But usually Lauber doesn't play as much Tyrael as some of the other players. Especially Breeze, of course, has played a ton of Tyrael and has had his hero banned against him multiple times. Here comes Johanna instead, more down Lauber's alley. We have Hanzo from Nano, so one of his favorites again. And what are the final 2 picks now for the red team? Granite Gaming! They have to win 2 in a row now. If they don't want to drop out of the tournament and take 4th place, then they have to win both of the games now. They went for first pick, first ban on Cursed Hollow, so the map choice was made by the Bangbush, but this is the first match point for the blue team. Tracer and Anduin, so they can go for a light bomb engage with Tracer. Poik has to pull it off again. They got Galnagulnar and Anduin, and Skog is now the final one to pick a hero for the map. It could be a 3-1 victory. All depends on whether or not Granite Gaming can now come in swinging and decide Cursed Hollow in their favor, or if it's going to be the Bangbush with another victory in this best of 5. It's Maiev for Skog, the final pick. We're headed for Cursed Hollow, everybody. Masters Clash 2022. The losers bracket continues with Granite Gaming against the Bangbush. Game number 4, Bangbush against Granite Gaming with Skog on Maiev this time. We got Henning on a Rega, Lauber and Johanna. Svampgrotta on his Smurf account is playing Dehaka, and Nano is playing Hanzo. On the right side of the map, Breeze playing Muradin here. We got Wooby on Blaze, Galnaguna on Anduin, Poik on Tracer, and Junkrat is played by Maka. Moment of truth. This is the moment where you really have to show what you got. Granite Gaming had a chance to pull ahead in the third game of the series, but they lost. And now they have to win 2 in a row if they want to advance to the next round. Now, to be fair, I mean, if you actually watch the Gauntlet, then you know that. But Granite Gaming is the team that turned around 2 best-of-5s in the Gauntlet, which was insane. So, pretty impressive. And maybe they can do it again. They are used to play from behind, it seems. But it's of course very different when you're going up against a team like Bangbush. These guys are more than good enough to get ahead here. So, we have again Tracer for Poik. This is a beauty, by the way, of them running Poik and Make. They have 2 great Tracer players that they can use. Poik already with good damage in the previous game, but just not enough to lead them to a victory. So, we have still a little bit of early game poking going on. This is of course a map where you can also make a lot of strategic decisions around which tribute do you want to fight for. Do you battle for every single tribute? Do you only fight for one or the other? There's a lot of things that you can definitely do here. And it makes the map much more strategic than a lot of others, especially since you have 2 bosses up as well. There's a lot of mercenary camps where you can make decisions whether or not you want to fight for them. Do you invade your opponent? Do you just focus on your own camps, as we're mostly seeing from the teams right now? And with tributes in particular, there's a lot of plays that can be made. If you have a global, then more so than if you don't, and that gives the Haka a bit of a special place in this game now. Not only for later control of lanes where forts have been destroyed, but also just in the sense that he can play a little bit more aggressively to gain experience for the team while tribute fights are up. Now, for the time being, we have everybody still playing it out a bit with a bit of aggression. Going already in here in the middle. Yeah, Breeze. It's pulled out here quickly. Okay. And they all got level 4 talents right now. Incendiary Gauntlets are ready too. And up at the top side, Hanzo is pushing this out. They got their camps ready. They got pretty much everything that they need. Wube is up against Nano, so he's not going to have a problem as long as nobody else rotates up. Instead, he gets some assistance from Poik. And the first tribute is now going to be announced. So it's going to be a topside tribute. It's going to be the first one that spawns here. Yeah, the Haka therefore finds himself already in the correct position. Is all the way down at the bottom of the map. Can then global topside whenever he needs to. Probably going to drag that into tower range. Yep, there we go. Easy defense. And this is the first bang bush. Here's the blue team sets up around tribute number 1. About to spawn. Nice damage against Lauber. Poik, of course, can't overchase, but as long as he drops him low, that makes it much harder for re-engage. And I'm not sure if they can interrupt there in time. Galnaguna had to reposition. Ah, they missed the Stormbolt. Oh, no, that could have been a kill. If Breeze gets the Stormbolt connect, then there's no chance for Hanzo to get out of this. But yes, the fight is there. The Haka moved in, so they want this one. But with the Haka moving in, it means if you can buy time, Junkrat is going to get value at the bottom of the map. So this is all that they're trying to do. Just buy some time and delay this as long as possible. Muradin wants to interrupt again. Whoopi gets out of the fight. No problem for him. Totally calculated. Was not in doubt for just a second. The problem is that the Haka completed the channel and then started to walk into the mid lane. So not a lot of value has been had by Junkrat, who held the side lane here. Both teams have now level 7. But yeah, the Whoopster, easy survive by him. Not much more that they could do though. So not a single kill in the game yet, even though we already had some battles and some little skirmishes here. Up at the top, talking about deaths. As the connect against Nano. Shield on level 7 is now also ready with the grounded totem. And they're going for Junkrat, and Maka is gonna fall. Maka is dead. Yeah, they collapsed on him from every single side. If it wasn't Maiev to kill him, there were plenty of other heroes to come in and try and get a piece of the action. Now we have follow-up attempts by the blue team as they're looking to see if they can maybe get a second kill in. But both Breeze and Tracer survive. The tribute spawning is a bit unfortunate though, Because unless they can interrupt him quickly... Tracer actually didn't make it! Tracer gets caught here and gets killed. So now they're still down one hero. The tether on Breeze. And he's in trouble too. He needs to jump out and tries to pull that off. They had no additional stun, but the action continues. The bosses are just now spawning. Tribute number 2. More than an advantage for the Bang Bush. The position is a bit better for Granite Gaming, but they just keep losing heroes here. So, yeah. Towards the top. Lauba is still holding the lane here. Seems like they are willing to stall this out a bit more and give it up. Junkrat already prepping everything. But we have Skog now on the lane. Going for the camp. So, yeah. For the top lane, some extra pressure. But they have to let this one slide, so Wooby locks it in. Tribute for each team. At some point, the blue team just realized that they're not going to be able to make any decent play for it, especially with so many interrupts available from a distance. The position was just much better. So bosses are up. You need to make sure that you definitely know when your opponent is making a move for their boss so that you can take your own. Or, of course, try to attack them. And, yep, they are doing exactly that. Boss gets already attacked by Hanzo. And are they now moving in for their own boss or not? They do. No. Level 10 abilities are there. They're a bit late to this party. So the boss down here is nearly taken. Guys, they could rotate just in time. They could rotate over now. This is not gonna happen. This is not happening fast enough. If they are hurrying, then they can go for the top boss. Or they can just try to push through the mid lane and get some value here. Because this thing is only at half HP. So instead of going to try and take this, they are just pushing the middle of the map. Junkrat is going for the Riptire here, but that means the fort will take some damage. And Dehaka is pushing the bot side now, so he's helping the boss to get more damage in against the bottom fort. But yes, that's some damage on this one. Boss at the top has now also been taken, which signals immediately that a flank is coming. Nano is jumping out, and the tribute can probably be collected before the red team is in position to interrupt it. Yep. There we have it. So that's now 2 kills to 0. 2 tributes to 1 for the blue team. And they're taking the bottom fort out with the boss. And here comes the hit on Marke. And they get a kill on Tracer. Damage dealers? Yeah, not so much in this game. Isolation. Swamgrota is making it really tricky now for Breeze. Anduin is dead as well. 5 kills to 0. The Bang Bush, they're determined to make this match point count. The bottom fort has fallen. They're going to lose their top fort too. Yep, this one is gone. So structurally, they're nearly even. But with the Bang Bush now taking another one in the middle of the map, they're pulling ahead. But I gotta say, blue team with a chance to now also get... Ooh, this is dicey. Because they are close on 13. So fighting for the tribute is really uncomfortable for Granite Gaming. They kind of have to. They don't want the curse to hit them. But at the same time, fighting into level 13 is not something you want. They missed the interrupt though. So this is starting to become a bit awkward. Now that we have the disc out, we see also Jojo coming in from the top. Blessed Shield missed, by the way. Blessed Shield didn't connect. They're going for Whoopi. He doesn't have the bunker. 5 seconds and the bunker would have been ready. But they miss out on it. Oh, and the light bomb gets 0 value as Breeze doesn't stay in the fight but moves out. Arrow into a double kill. Oh boy, it's a triple baby. It's a triple baby. And what a beautiful play it was. 9 kills to 0. Breeze interrupts again, but they're already pushing through the bot lane. Guys, check this play out. Check out the arrow and the follow-up. Big arrow at this point, now that the team is cursed. Hits them full on. They kill Meridian too, by the way, now. But then they get everybody here. An easy 3 kills. Dehaka has already started to push the top lane now, so he's going to get the fort for the team. They have 10 kills to 1. Middle of the map, there's also going to be another fort that takes damage. And the curse is really doing work now. They are going to lose a lot here. I mean, all of the forts are destroyed. They're going to get a lot of experience through that too, since they're spreading out on all of the lanes. But yeah, this is a big one. They still have to decide what they want to do with this now. Do they push the bot lane a little bit? Where are they going to go? Maiev is moving back since she's running out of mana. So currently they're not doing too much. They're taking control of the map, that's definitely true. But they're not pushing for any additional structures. They've taken all of the forts apart. Curse is only lasting for another 19 seconds, so this could have definitely been worse. So far, Granite Gaming is let off easy. 2 levels ahead though, a little bit more than that even. But no more structures attacked. So structurally speaking, they didn't do as well as they should have. They split out on the lanes and therefore they got a lot of experience out of this. Oftentimes when you see teams focus on a single lane during a curse, they actually fall behind in experience a bit. Because they can't catch all of the XP and the opponent has only one single spot where they can need to collect all the globes. But structurally, it was not a big win. 16 on the other hand is super close, and that in and of itself is already a big one. So yeah, there's the fight. No 16 yet. They're willing to battle it out though. Granite Gaming wants this fight, of course. Look at Breeze. He's stuck pretty heavily. Again, the attack at the side. Light bomb out. Goodbye, Anduin. The Crybaby is dead. Anduin is dead. Junkrat is dead. Tracer is dead. Jesus. That's Blaze down. 5-man team wipe incoming. Breeze is trying to hop off here. He actually might escape. They might actually be able to save Breeze. They're not even following up on it. He's just hearthing away. They're not even realizing what's going on. Oh, if that time I would have interrupted. He dodges out on the 5-man wipe. But the Haka is pushing the bot lane already in even further. They got level 16 now. They're getting absolutely murdered. I mean, totally murdered. 14 kills, 2-0. It's an utter disaster. I mean, they're getting crushed. They're getting absolutely crushed. Bangbush is showing no mercy here in these team fights, and it's just not flowing together for them. Boss pops up, gets immediately attacked. The poor guy doesn't even know what to hit him and is already down to 50% HP. And here comes the Hail Mary. 3 levels behind, big talent behind, and they're just saying, YOLO, Leroy! They're going for the play. Big arrow to the face of Tracer. She gets saved by Anduin, but they're already in trouble again in this team fight, and you can tell. First Mirrodin falls. Now they're trying to take Blaze down. He jet propulsions out as best he can. There's still Siege Shines up at the top. Marke, he is dead. Now they go for Whoopi. He's in trouble too. What a slaughter. What an absolute slaughter. I mean, please make sure that if you have anybody with you that is susceptible to anxiety attacks and panic attacks, make sure that you guide them slowly out of the room, because this is gonna need years and years of professional help to get over. I mean, damn son, we're talking about 19 kills in the second, 2-0. 90-0. Rega takes them down to... Somebody needs to call an ambulance, because Granite Gaming is getting absolutely ruffle-stomped here. The blue team is moving through their opponent like hot butter through cheese as they take one kill after another. They take the bosses and they're taking every single camp that they can find. It's a 4-level lead right now and it's just nasty. Honestly, there are states where this shit isn't even allowed. I mean, damn son. There's a special category on Pornhub for this shit. They're getting murdered, absolutely getting wrecked. This is crazy town now. I mean, at this point it's getting crazy. 19 kills to 0? Are you kidding me? And then, I mean, they're closing on level 20 now. They're going for the boss at the top. There's a boss pushing the bottom. Now they're going for the top. Marcus sees it. What's he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Seriously. Like, they can't do anything. And Dehaka could move top. They have to defend the bottom keep. As long as Svamgrota doesn't die, he's able to move away here. Spray game not really on point. I like the initiative. See, he gets an A for effort. But of course, there's a little bit of weak sauce what we're getting here. Pleb spray, really? Svamgrota? Come on, dude. You're better than that. First, you forget your main email address and have to play with a Smurf account. Now you're missing out on the big sprays. Is that really all that we can expect from you for the rest of this tournament? I mean, it's a little bit of a sad panda move, I gotta admit, but still. So, for now, we have... I mean, Granite Gaming, they... What can they do? Like, seriously, what can they do at this point? They're probably currently thinking about whether they should type GG in caps lock or not. But in terms of coming back into the game, if they... Okay, bear with me here for a second. Breeze is not the tallest guy. If they can somehow... If he somehow just, like, crawls on the floor... over to the bang bush and then just pulls the plug on their PC, they might have a chance to get back into this. I honestly think that might be a good way. You get over and just snip a cable or pull a plug, and that's how you get them. That's how you get them. That's the way back into this. The keep at the bot lane has fallen. The keep at the top lane is now going to get destroyed. They're desperately trying to get experience. Have fun soaking those 3 levels over here. Jesus. I mean, I'm impressed by the Bang Bush and a bit disappointed by Granite on this map at the same time, but this is just incredible. If you would have told me that on game number 3, after what we've seen so far, game number 4, sorry, if in game number 4 we would see a lead by 3 levels from one of the teams and 19 kills to 0, I would have, I would have called for the guys in the white cloaks to escort you out. But now they're gonna curse them again. They're gonna curse them again. It's kind of funny, by the way, that they didn't even push for the keep, so this is still here. Didn't even use the level 20. They're just sitting there as like, guys, this is new territory for us. We've never been this far ahead at an offline tournament. Well, that is not true. That is not fair. Sorry, I forgot that we had international competitions where North American teams were participating. My bad. I take that back. So they have experienced that in the past. Sorry. Apologies. Forgot about that. So, we got now level 18 at least. 40-0. Never forget. 40-0. Never forget. Yeah, there's the curse. Junkrat is the only one that's still laughing on that team. And off we go. They're coming through the middle. They want another keep. They want all the keeps, all the experience. Go for the big one right there. Oh my god. 3-level lead. Don't look, guys. Don't look. Seriously. The arrow misses. The arrow misses. So at least that's happening. Nano misses one. But the keep is gone. Top keep is under attack. It will fall too. They go for the big hits here. Granite Gaming, they're trying to somehow defend this. Good luck with that. They need a big hit. They need a big kill. They need it quickly. And none of that is happening right now. The top keep is about to fall. The Haka is moving in. And the only question here, I mean, honestly, it is the only question at this point, is really, is anybody on the side of the blue team gonna die here? Lauber, what about you? No? Not today? Really? You sure? Okay. I had to ask. I mean, you got a reputation after all. I find it a little bit funny, by the way, how they're still not pushing for the core. I mean, there's gonna be Winions everywhere, right? So they're not pushing for the core here. And they can just macro them to death now. They can absolutely macro them to death at this point. The red team needs 2 additional tributes. Now, I would, on the other hand, just get really a thrill out of it if all of a sudden Granite Gaming, you know, wins the team fight and turns it around. Are they able to pull it off? Well, with Whoopi dying, I don't think so. Tracer is dead too. The arrow on Anduin. Goodbye, my friend. Breeze is low. He puts the avatar into play and might get away. What about Marke? Yeah, he's going for the French defense. You can run, but that's about it. Can't hide. And his spray game is also not the best today. I'm a little bit disappointed by the boys here. Yep, he's dying. They try to get a kill. They can't get it. The core is going to get attacked in a sec. Guys, look at the minimap alone. Even the catapults are just going to totally murder this one. So, yeah, Breeze is playing around with the Haka a bit, but that is definitely lights out. Bangbush is advancing to the next round of the losers bracket, everybody. Granite Gaming defeated. A perfect game, pretty much. Well, they lost the 4, so not quite perfect. But 23 kills to 0. And such a victory. That's incredible. That's insane. What a statement by the Bangbush. They move on to the next round, and Granite Gaming takes 4th place in the tournament.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.